The new rework of DJ is really good, and today I will show you the changes in its stats. Also, I'm using text-to-speech in this video. Tell me if you like it in the comment. Before we start, do me a favor. Hit that like and the subscribe button. It helps me a lot. Now, back to the video. At level 0, it now costs 1200 cash to place down instead of 600, range decrease from 15 to 12. Also in this rework, the DJ receives some changes that will make the game more difficult, like tracks. At level 0, the DJ has 2 tracks. The purple track is to buff range. Before it was 10%, now it's 12.5%. The green track for discount, from 0% to 5%. For level 1, the cost stays at 300, but the range decreased from 17 to 15, and tracks buffs stay the same. For level 2, the cost increased from 850 to 1250. Discount buff from 0% to 7.5% and gets the red track which buffs 10% damage. At level 3, the cost increased from 2,500 to 3,000 cash. Range decreased from 18 to 15. Range boost now buffs 17.5% instead of 15%, and damage boost now buffs 12.5%. Also at level 3, the DJ has an ability which determined by which track you chose, and technically the DJ has 3 abilities. The purple track performs shock waves that will push the enemies back and applies slowness based on how many towers in range. 20% at base and 40% capped. Green track will pay you a sum of money based on how many towers in range. As for level 3, the maximum is 600 cash. For red track, it will deal 15 damage in a 360 area and applies defense melting, which is scaled with towers in range, 5% at base and 25% cap. At level 4, the cost increased from 4,000 to 8,000. Range decreased from 18 to 16.5. Range buff decreased from 25% to 22.5%, but discount goes from 10% to 12.5% and damage boost from 12.5% to 15%. Payout also increased from 600 to 1250 and damage from 15 to 25. Finally, level 5, the price is 20,000 instead of 9,000. Range decreased from 20 to 18.5. Range boost decreased from 35% to 25%, and discount decreased from 20 to 15, and damage boost increased from 15% to 20%. Payout now gives you 2,250 cash max and deals 50 damage. And also at level 5, it receives another passive, which makes life easier to live, which is the Trinity buff. Now, what is Trinity buff? Basically, it allows your DJ to use the other 2 buffs when you are using another, but with some decrease. For purple, it buffs 25% range, 7.5% discount, and 10% damage. For green track, it gives 12.5% range, 20% discount, and 10% damage. For red track, it buffs 12.5% range, 7.5% discount, and 20% damage. Now, for my opinion, despite having a harder mechanic to get used to, the new DJ is undoubtedly stronger than it used to be. And RIP Commander.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
And as I mentioned before, life will become easier if you upgrade DJ to level 5 and pick either green track or red track. As we don't really need range that much because of the existence of Accelerator, Engineer High DPS, or Ranger Turret Range. Anyways, this is the end of this video, so bye. We will meet again in the next video.
Yeah.